Square Enix. Dissidia Duodecim.
So, now that we have completed Duodecim, various characters will voice the introduction to Dissidia, which they didn't do before. It's a cool little thing, I think. So, in regards to our Moogle mail, nothing interesting has happened. Original quests is player quests that can be traded to our players via the Wi-Fi on your PSP, but since I don't have any friends, and I don't know anyone who has a PSP, I can't make use of that feature. But it's due time that we begin on the Dissidia part, and the original one. And we'll be starting off with the Warrior of Light, who is a pretty interesting character, as we'll see.
I have been defeated.
Cosmos!
I could not protect the world.
Cosmos, the goddess of harmony. Chaos, the god of discord. Reigning from distant realms, the two gods had gathered warriors from all lands to lead them in savage war. The conflict that has continued for eons is now about to end in Chaos's favor. The world has been torn asunder, sinking into a vortex of disorder. As for the few surviving warriors,
Alright, so we start in the middle of a new cycle. The last one we lost, or the light side lost. And we had some new characters join our side. But for now we start with the Warrior Light, who apparently just woke up from being revived. So that's why he's level 1, even though other people from the other heroes have been active for a while. So the Warrior of Light is a really strong character, and I'd say he's probably one of the best characters in the game. He starts off with very good air game. He can attack both above and below. His HP attacks is very strong. We've already seen some of them. Shining Light. Shining Light is really strong in HP attack. It has a great deal of height to it with the beams, so you have this weird range with it. He also starts off with a Shield of Light, which we've seen before, and he only gets better from here on. He doesn't really have any weaknesses, except he has terrible magic, as we'll see. But that's not really why you'd play him. So, the Warrior of Light is an interesting character, because I might have mentioned this before, but he is completely unique to Dissidia, and to Duodecim, of course. He's a new character designed to represent Final Fantasy 1, and given the nature of Final Fantasy 1, where you didn't have a strong story protagonist, it was a player-made party with no dialogue or personalities given to them. So they needed a new character for for Dissidia to represent Final Fantasy 1. But let's check out the Moogle shop. I don't show it often, but this time I actually buy something, so I figured it was worth showing off. I don't even use this modifier, but I will eventually, I expect, so that's why I bought it. And as you are still probably tired of, we are still in tutorial. Even though we completed a good deal of the game, we are still being taught new things. I'm not sure if this is a bad thing or good thing that the game keeps introducing new elements. So now we have specific tiles with positive or negative effects that we get when we stand on them when we initiate a fight. And original rules is a thing, though I never used them or never played with them. So I can't really tell you what any of them do, really. I don't expect to be using them at all, so just completely forget they exist. I know I have. So since I expect to use the Warrior of Light greatly at some point at the very least, I decided to buy some new equipment for him. And also to show off the shop, which I have evaded doing until now. I haven't really bought anything until now. So the shop is very interesting. Whenever you own a new item that you had owned before, it might unlock new items to buy. And additionally, you can combine items, so to speak, to get a new item. For example, I need an iron sword and some mithril. And some gil, of course, to buy the mithril sword. As you might notice in the lower left corner, it had this sigil mark with mithril on it. That's to suggest that it's a part of a set, so you get a set bonus if you have 3 mithril items equipped. Unfortunately, I don't have enough mithril to buy a complete set, so for now we'll just stick with the mithril sword, which is pretty good in its own right. I also decided to buy this sunrise accessory. This will help me farm later on, and even now, really. It's also a basic accessory, so it'll get multiplied. The shop is also ingeniously built so the list automatically sorts the items that your character can equip first, and then every other item is just added onto the list afterwards. So you don't have to... It alleviates some of the menu browsing. But for now I kit out the Warrior of Light to the best of my ability. And for now, I know we didn't really have a lot of time to see it, but I've unlocked about a fifth of what this shop has to offer. Usually what I go for in equipment is HP, bravery and attack. Well, HP isn't wildly important. I prioritize my attack stat more than defensive stats. Instead of going for offense in my accessories though, I go for utility. Stuff I can't get from my equipment, like X-Gauge meter, or, you know, extra drops from enemies defeated. And with that, we are pretty good to go. So when we stand on this tile, we'll get physical critical chance up. So we'll be critting almost, well, what, 80% of our attacks now. It's a huge buff.
I cannot fail.
And we start off with getting outplayed by the opponent. It's typically what happens when I play against the same character that I am. I don't know how Kane showed up here. He's supposed to be dead, and well, I guess some mannequins survive. In fact, I don't really know why mannequins still exist. I suppose they're just remnants of when the game was over. It's not like they all die automatically.
Bathe in the light. Bathe in the light. Bathe in the light. Shine.
I love it when the opponent starts the Summer Stone right before they hit with an HP attack. It pretty much guarantees that you can dodge it. So never do that in PvP.
Bathe in the light. Bathe in the light. You were careless.
This will be the last battle for this update. This is only an I completely forgot the word. An introduction to Dissidia. As such, it's not the full chapter for the Warrior of Light. So you will forgive me if I deviate from my standard pattern of showing off everything about the character. So the magic I just used is pretty much what you can expect from the Warrior of Light. His magic is not that great, and it hits for a very low, very weird range. I will be replacing it as soon as possible when I get better attacks, which I will eventually.
Shine.
So unfortunately I didn't have enough X meter, so I couldn't show off the Warrior of Light's X mode. But he has his own character chapter later on, so it's like, it's not like we won't see it. And with that, we are done. Now it's cutscene time.
Cosmos!
I have been defeated by chaos. The god of discord. Chaos. His brutal powers destroyed the balance of all things, threatening the fabric of reality itself. All existence is on the brink of doom. 10 of you remain, and you are the last hope left to this world. I implore you, obtain the light that even in a broken world could never fade. The light of the crystals. The crystals embody the strength to face despair. With 10 gathered, there is hope yet to save the world. The path to your crystal will be perilous and different for each and every one of you. But you must believe in and follow your own path, even if you know not where that path leads.
Not a problem. I've always gotten by on my own.
If the treasure were really that easy to find, it wouldn't be a treasure hunt, would it?
No horsing around, though. This isn't the time for games. It's time for some serious fun.
You don't have to worry. I'm here with you. If it gets scary, just believe in me.
I'm counting on you.
The paths to our crystals may be different for each of us. But we've strength in our allies.
And if we put that strength together, we'll have nothing to fear.
I don't know. The god Chaos is leading his forces of disorder, and they're headed straight for us. But I'm ready for whatever comes my way.
The tougher the enemy, the more fired up I get.
I thank you all. Though what remains of this world is on the verge of collapse, I must hold it together until you find your crystals. Forgive me. I want to be with you, but allow me to rest. Then soon.
Cosmos, your radiant light shall always be with us.
Now what's this? Seems to be an unknown character. We don't know who this is, or where they even are. It's very mysterious. So I want to address the lower quality cutscenes. And this is because these cutscenes are from the original Dissidia, and Duodecim had improved cutscene quality, so it's not on my end. There's nothing I can do to make those original Dissidia cutscenes better. They're just lower quality. It is what it is. But as you can see, we have a lot of characters unlocked now, and I think that we will be voting on who to play next. So see you next time.